We are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Caesars Superdome here in New Orleans. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the New Orleans Saints. Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And we are underway from the Superdome. From the end zone comes Chris Claybrooks to return. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. First play, Watson to the air. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game. Watching him try to take away that area of the field.
Out of the gun, Watson. There's Chris Olave. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Watson on first down. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On 1st and 10, Watson. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be left with second and a couple. Off of play action, it's Watson. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And he's brought down. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Again, it's Watson. And his throw here is incomplete. The Saints at 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they move back above 500 with a victory last week.
And you look at their start, a win, a loss, then a win. This might be something we see from them a lot this year, because when they're at their best, they can play with anybody. But bringing their best every week, that's been a challenge thus far.
Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 20-yard line. From the red zone now, Watson. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Johnson. And the Saints are going to be set up with a first and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early first and goal.
Watson looks to throw again. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown. Tutu Atwell. His first touchdown on the year. And the Saints will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. First plays a run with Nwangu. And a short pickup to about the 25. And you look at this Saints defense. This unit third best in the NFL in stopping the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. On second down, here's Nwangu. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. This defense for the Saints, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
On third down, Love. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3-and-out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Love now. They'll set up the screen for Nwangu. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. But looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now third down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. To the air again, Love. He finds his man, complete. That's Clayton. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. And I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that, and I'm continuing to let him throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Intercepted. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. After the interception, here's Watson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. 2 first-quarter touchdown passes now for Deshaun Watson. And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now Watson. This is caught. And the Saints are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. To throw is Watson. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Tyler Lockett, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
21-0 our score after 1.
Vikings nothing.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard.
560.
Give left side here for Nwangu. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 3rd down and 1. They'll go right back to Nwangu. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
Come on, set.
They'll run for it. It's Nwangu. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Watson going to change the look here. Watson throwing to start the drive. Tries the left side and finds Olave. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Watson now to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. This will be caught inside the 10. And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. Touchdown, Saints! Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game. And the Saints continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 28-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Ready, set. Trouble, 38. Hut.
On first down, they'll run with Nwangu. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
10 cycles. Check white.
Another run now for Nwangu. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Here we go.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Shot, 17. Hut.
Love, they go play action now. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
Okay, ready?
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Now it's Watson. This one taken in by Olave. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
Back at his own
Here's Watson now on second down. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he's got this down to the 35. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On first down, it's Watson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
To the air yet again, Watson.
A throw right side taken in by the tight end Gray.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is third down. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on fourth. In motion, the tight end. Here we go on fourth. Watson. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back.
Slow check. Ready?
They'll start on the ground here with Nwangu. And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Down. Edo blue. Black shot.
Love looking to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
On the set. Opposite. Green. Ready.
Up the middle, Nwangu. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down.
Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Let's go now.
From the 46-yard line, a second down and 6. Now a give, running left is Nwangu. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Handoff right side to Nwangu.
Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Okay.
7th Fourth play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Ready?
They'll try and run for this with Akers. And they will have a first down as they are definitely in field goal range now down at the 20-yard line.
And, Charles, you look at this offense, their struggles moving the ball well documented. Dead last in the NFL in first downs, but signs of life there.
Yeah, and you and I do, I think, a really good job of respecting the game and respecting the teams. But this squad, they're in a position now where their fan base gets excited when they pick up a first down. They cheer almost like they picked up a touchdown.
Hut, go. Ready.
On first down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground.
This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to him.
Hut.
Now a give running right, Nwangu.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Kene Nwangu.
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Vikings are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 28-7 ball game.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away.
He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We saw this franchise do this back in the 09 Super Bowl. The Saints will start the second half with an onside kick. Oh, the Saints recovered it. New Orleans football. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Slot man moves right. And they'll send the slot in motion left. On first down, Watson. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. To throw on second is Watson. Olave holds it in. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Watson. Can't get away, and he's taken down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here's Watson. The pass caught by Olave. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
And what a call, because they ran a triple out route. 3 guys running out routes at varying depths. And then they let an inside receiver try and sneak free and run deeper downfield, and he does. And the defense out of sorts here, and it turns into a big play.
Watson's throw into the hands of Lockett. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. Back to throw, Watson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open, just a split second too late on the release. On second down, here's Watson. And he's got it. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now Watson on 3rd and goal. Back to Kamara for another catch. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal.
It's now 4th and goal.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. Steps away. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. It's another touchdown pass for Deshaun Watson, his 5th of the afternoon. And the Saints take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Now the Saints offense will remain on the field and go for 2. Looking to maybe throw for it here, Watson. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good. And I guess the touchdown wasn't enough. They want the onside kick as well. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. On the give is Nwangu. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
From the 43, here's a 2nd down and 9.
Right. Red.
Glove. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously, for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard trying to do too much. Because if you do that, you're all but guaranteed to start making mistakes. Just focus on one play at a time and make each one successful.
10. Blue check. Hut, hut.
Handoff here to Nwangu. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Black ultra. Blaster, stick. Clawed red. Ready?
Love now. Touchdown, Vikings. T.J. Hawkinson. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Vikings get a bit closer.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
Elliott on for the extra point. And the lead is down to 20.
Makes the score Saints 34, Vikings 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Claybrooks going to bring this one out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And that's caught inside the 35. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 55 yards. Now, this is a quarterback that's already in the top 100 all-time in passing yards, but that last throw going to move him past Roger Staubach on the all-time list. Roger Charles at 22,700.
Don't forget, he also won 2 Super Bowls, played from 1969 to 1979. And I would dare say Roger's numbers would be larger. But remember, he had a commitment to the Navy. A graduate of the Naval Academy. And back then, you had to serve your 5-year hitch before you could go on and join the NFL.
Now Watson, he's going to move him around. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Watson. And he is caught. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Watson looks to throw again. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the 4th. 1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Now Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. The ball comes out. And the Vikings pick up the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
In today's NFL, most teams don't have as many goals for the game like we used to have where you checked off your boxes. But 0 turnovers, that's a universal. And while it won't likely cost them in this game, they're going to regret the fact that they coughed one up here.
Yeah, their first blemish. They had mistake-free football prior.
Yellow. Drill green. Flag blue.
They got the fumble recovery. Now here's Love to pass. They'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Fight. 97. Ready.
They'll run with Nwangu. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. To pass, here's Jordan Love. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football. You're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down.
Open man is Atwell, complete.
It'll be a gain of 5. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. To throw is Watson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 33.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Watson changing the play.
Back to throw again.
He completes it to Olave.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Not liking the look. They'll change the play.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. He gets it left side to Johnson. Touchdown! Juwan Johnson, his third touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Saints add 6 to their lead. Now the Saints offense will remain on the field and go for 2. Now they send a man in motion right. They'll try and throw for it. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. They'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 9. Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop his shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
Ready?
Now it's Nwangu. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Nwangu. He'll take it past the 40 to the 41, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Seal, black. Red, cycle. Fury, yellow. Hut, hut.
Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
Striker, 3-3. Yellow, line. Set.
Here's Nwangu, and that play went nowhere. Losing yardage, it'll be back at the 36. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
And here's Ryan Wright now,
as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this one will be touchdown right at the 30-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead late fourth quarter, but we'll see how they're feeling, Charles.
Yeah, we all know people out there who like to use every second of the clock, no matter what the score. And we know they don't need the points. They've scored in abundance already. Let's find out how they want to finish this ball game.
He's going to find Atwell open downfield.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A very solid gain of 27. And Watson's going to throw it here.
Right back to Atwell. That's complete.
And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
At the 33-yard line.
To throw on second is Watson. He hits his target, Lockett. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, when they said before the game that they were going to try and execute every second of this contest, I guess that was taken literally, because here they are in the final moments of the fourth, putting another touchdown on the board, Charles, to add to this big lead.
I'm not a big believer in 110%, but it certainly applies here, doesn't it? Because some guys just can't go with less. As long as there's time left on the clock, they're pushing to get to the end zone one more time. They don't really care about what the optics show. They just want to finish the game off the way that they like to play it. Full speed, all out.
14.
And the touchdown apparently not enough. They want more, an onside kick. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
That one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. So this one a victory here for New Orleans, and it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah. When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were never headed.
So for the Saints, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.